was it different for you, because it's a smaller group, like the OGs are not there, like Stassi and Jax and Kristen. Like, I know, you weren't necessarily close to them because they were the OGs with all these other people, but
Yeah.
with them not being there, it's a smaller group. Do you feel like that helped you kind of, shine and like have a voice and get to know everybody?
Yeah, I think that it opened a door to everyone having to like be present with each other. Like we actually had to have conversations. We actually had to hang out in a sense where there was like no weird like hierarchy dynamic. And I feel like it just brought the group, like I said, closer and more open. And like we needed that fresh energy. Like I feel like everyone now feels like they can be themselves without being judged. And that's like the biggest thing. And I feel like that helps the show, like you don't have these group of people not allowing anyone to say anything or do something because, they're the OGs. Like that's never going to work. At some point in time, it's like there has to be new dynamics going on, different stories.
Who are you closest to in the group?
Well, I've always been close to Sheena. I feel like Ariana and I really over the summer have grown to become closer. I talk to Ariana like every day. I work with Raquel weekly, but I think the most surprising relationship I developed is with Katie. I actually love Katie. She's so much fun. She's a great time, and she's like a really good partier. She knows how to drink, and I love it. Like she's always the one encouraging me to drink more. I love it.
You have to love that.
Yeah.
What about, because I know you have a boyfriend, Corey, who you display on your Instagram. Everyone else on the show is coupled up. And I know you have this boyfriend who's not on the show. Might we see him at some point on Vanderpump Rules?
Yeah, you'll see him here and there. He didn't sign up to be on reality TV. So it was like definitely a new world for him. But he's here and there. He hangs out with the cast a lot outside of the show. But I just think that he got first season nerves. So it's a lot, like he just was like, whoa, this is maybe not something I'm good at type of vibe. But he's definitely around.
Is he in the entertainment business too?
No, he does. I call it big boy work. Like he does like e-com marketing for companies. He just sold his first company. Like he does big boy stuff.
That's where did you guys meet?
We actually met at Hughes, the first bar I ever worked at in LA. It's like a cute little story. Give you a small snippet. He was my customer, asked for my number, said no. I was making fun of him for wearing a jacket that night. He left his number and I was like, whatever. I just tossed it in my bin of numbers because I always believe in saving numbers. You never know when you need someone. And then my grandmother bought me a coat a few weeks later, and it was the same coat he was like wearing. So I went through all the numbers in my bin that I had from that night, and I texted every single one and said, are you still wearing that coat by any chance? Until he responded. And so then it was history, but we broke up for a year. That's when I did Vanderpump Rules. That's why I was single and went on the date with Brett and everything. And towards the end of the year, after seeing all these crazy people on TV and all their crazy relationships, I was like, maybe we should get back together. So we got back together, and then we moved in together during quarantine, and now I live with a man. How did that happen? We don't know.
So literally by kind of just like being around this group and watching the show back and seeing.
Yeah, I was like, we broke up because of distance. It wasn't because we didn't like each other. We didn't love each other anymore. It was like a really hard thing for us to do. And I was like, a little bit of distance didn't hurt anybody. And like, thank God, because we literally went into quarantine a few months later.
Wow. If you were going to take relationship advice from any one of the couples on this show, who would it be?
Ooh, probably Tom and Ariana. They have a really good dynamic. Like they communicate really well. Even when they disagree, I feel like they communicate really well. And I feel like since I started the show, I feel like they've always been the strongest couple in the group, hands down.
Would you let your boyfriend go to Tom Sandoval for proposal advice or to help plan a proposal?
God, hell yeah. If he does what he did for James, sign me up.
That was epic.
So like literally the most thoughtful gift ever. And I'm more into proposals than I am into weddings. I feel like proposals are like the man's job in a sense, and it's a very thought out process, and it's a time for a man to show his love for you. So I'm very big about proposals. So Tom, help Corey.
Seriously, let's just put that out to the universe.
Yeah, Tom, please help Corey. He doesn't have to pay for it, but just to help.
Just to help. What about, like we've seen, we are still seeing things with everyone's relationship this year on the show. What about like Sheena and Brock and like what they're going through, and, like Lala's involved and like he hasn't seen his children?
Yeah, I mean, this is like very heavy topic to even discuss. I feel like I've said to Brock, I don't think that this was the smartest choice he made, speaking to Lala. I also don't think it's the smartest choice on Lala's behalf to exploit it at a tea party in front of everyone. I feel like that was a private conversation for a reason from Brock's side, a point of view.
Totally.
And I think that a lot of times we forget that other people are involved. Like Brock's kids are going to see this one day. They probably see this right now all over the internet. And it's not fair to them that this is how their story is being shared to the world. It's no one's place to share. So I think it's a little rough. I think it's really sad that it's happening. But at the end of the day, I hope that Brock is just doing what he needs to do to make it positive again. And I know Brock. I love Brock. He's like, a big teddy bear. And I know that even in the past when we make mistakes, it sucks. But as long as he's learning and growing from it, that's all I can hope.
And
but like I said, kids should be off limits.
I agree. I mean, that's a good point. The internet, things get back to everyone these days, and it's a national platform.
Not fair.
And Sheena seems happy with him.
Oh yeah. I mean, I met Sheena when she was single. I didn't know all of Sheena's boyfriends from the past. I've heard a lot of things about them, but Sheena's a big girl. She knows what she's doing, and I think like from what I've seen, they work really well together. No couple is perfect. Especially when you're on reality TV, you have the worst sides always shown. Totally. But I think Brock really does love her. And I honestly couldn't see anyone more Sheena's man than Brock. Like they're very like similar in how they do things, how open they are, their characteristics. Like Brock is perfect for TV.
he fits in with a group.
Yeah, he does a totally great job.
Are you ever jealous that Summer Moon has more Instagram followers than you, Charli? I mean, she has a lot more than me.
Honestly, fuck that baby. No, just kidding. But like, seriously, how did that even happen? I was thinking about the other day. I was like, Sheena, did you buy your baby followers or what?
When she said that, I had to go check it. I was like, oh my God.
I don't even know how it happened. It's insane, but she's a really, really cute baby. Like, how could you not give her a follow? I even follow Summer. She's a star.
Listen, and she doesn't wear the same thing on Instagram more than once. So, I mean, that makes me love her, right?
So when Sheena said that, I was like, she's a baby. She can wear an outfit more than once, but she's going to live a great, glamorous life. Good for that baby.
How is it like filming with the babies? I mean, like, I know you haven't been, like when you guys were away in Palm Springs, like having babies on board on the set.
It's like a boner kill a little bit. If I'm going to be honest, it's like, sometimes I don't really want to hear about like mom stuff and like pumping, but the girls are doing a great job. They both look amazing, but like, sometimes I just want to party and get drunk and not really talk about kids.